I can tell the circumference of someone's head just by looking at them.
David, what do you think?
No, you can't. Let's move on.
I actually had my head measured yesterday for a week.
What a waste of time. You should have just come here today.
So I know exactly what my head circumference is right now.
Hey, Catherine, bring it on.
Go on, then. What's her head circumference?
Let the lady ask if she wants to know. Yes, Catherine. Can I help you?
Lee,
Yeah.
what is the circumference of my head?
Could you just have a little bit of a... I would say that, from my expert opinion, you are... I would say you are a large. David,
large isn't a circumference.
Tell me, what did he say? Because you've got it wrong, I guarantee. Listen to this. What did he say?
He said that I was 24 inches.
Well, there you go. Classic layman. You're clearly a slave queen.
What do you reckon about my head, you know, in terms of circumference?
You're a 26. 26.
Right, 26 inches.
28, 26, 23 and a half.
You're not just reversing perspective and thinking that the heads that are further away must be larger.
Bizarrely, David's head is actually bigger than Catherine's, even with the perspective of the distance. Catherine's got quite a small head.
She's got quite a small head, which you defined early on as large.
It's time to encourage Lee to stop talking.
I don't think it's true.
Do you not?
No.
There is something about it that just has the ring of
Fishy.
total crock to it.
Have you got a tape measure?
What, why?
Well, then we can prove I'm right by measuring your head.
Yeah, if we did have a tape measure, you wouldn't want to prove you're right, because you don't get a point just if this is true. You have to make it...
No, if you had a tape measure, you would prove that I'm right, and then you'd say true.
Yeah, and it would be true, and we'd get a point.
And... Do you mind if I just... Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I used to be a vet.
My head shape is like a torpedo, though, and you have to get the
Remember
full
not to
length.
measure it from the nose, Lee. That was a tip you did earlier.
Right, hang on.
I mean, you can take it. The nature of a head is
You've got to get the height of the head.
David, would you read out the result, please?
No.
So, David, what does that lead you to?
I still don't believe it.
Really?
I still don't believe... Do you believe him now?
No, I
Do you
don't.
believe him now?
Oh, my
A
goodness.
little bit.
You believe it a little bit. I think we're going to say this is a lie.
You say it's a lie?
Yeah.
Lee Mack,
Yes?
were you telling the truth or were you lying?
I was, in fact, telling a lie. I can tell if someone drinks mainly tea or coffee just by listening to their stomach.
Right, David's team, what do you think? How? How?
How?
Well, there's a certain rumble to your coffee drinker.
Oh, come on.
It is the slightest thing that only someone with a sensitive ear like mine would...
Can you reproduce the rumble yourself?
What do you say?
Can you reproduce the rumble yourself?
Got him. The eyebrows got up. Oh, sorry, Hugh, what was the question?
I said, can you reproduce the rumble in some kind of form? Give us a sense of whether it's resonant or a bit of a squeaky rumble. What kind of rumble is it?
I would say that the drinkers of coffee have a rumble that I can only describe as... Imagine a small fish passing wind. But you've got a stethoscope to the glass.
Yeah.
It's the mildest of rumbles, and as I say, only a trained ear would hear.
And whereas the tea drinkers rumble?
But hardly ever. Hardly ever. I mean, it's to do with the...
Well, they rumble less, the tea drinkers.
The tea drinkers are less of a rumble than the coffee drinkers.
Because I'm a tea drinker and I rumble loads.
Good job you don't drink coffee. You'd be all over the place.
Really?
But surely they're both the same amount of liquid, so I don't understand why it's
Well, I'm
different.
glad you asked me that, sir. It's finally a sensible question.
Yes.
It's
You're
to do,
welcome.
apparently, with... It's not the actual... And I genuinely don't know what it is, but it's to do with something that's in
believe
coffee.
you.
It's something that's in coffee that's not in tea. And it is in coffee.
Right.
It's my party trick, so I'll say, do you want tea or coffee? Then I'll go, in fact, don't tell me. And I'll get down on my knee, I'll lean in like that, and I'll go, I'm guessing coffee.
Could you do that to Bradley or Josie and say which they prefer?
Why don't I do it to you, David? Because I think that's what you want. Finally, some physical contact between us. Let's just get this out of the way.
I'm desperate to get your ear on my bare skin. But no, do it to Josie.
No, I want to do it to you. It's a will they, won't they panel game. And finally, it comes to this. I could do it to everybody.
You're going to do us all?
Bovril. OK. News just in. There's a definite rumble there. You're a tea drinker.
I thought you said coffee drinkers rumble more.
There's a rumble, but it's not the rumble. It's the mild rumble.
Yeah. That was lovely. That was really lovely.
Do you know what? I can't make my mind up. I'll have to check again.
Got a very warm ear.
It's tea. Now, I have a different system for the ladies. Do you mind if I...
Not at all.
press my
I'll
ear
lift
to-
them up so you can get in.
You promise you'll keep them up till I'm away.
No, I'm going to thump them on
Don't
your
throw
head.
them on top. I do not want to be forced to the ground.
I'm going to thump them on your head. Dunk.
Yeah, see, you're an interesting one because you've got a bit of both. So it's almost as if it's like you don't drink tea or coffee. I'm getting from you.
OK.
I'm getting you don't drink tea or coffee. I'm getting you drink tea. I'm getting you drink tea. So that's what I would say. So you now know whether it's true or a lie.
Now, what we need to know is, did he get those right?
No sense on what these rumbles actually sound like. I need to sort of get a sound.
Okay, I'll try and do the sound. David, as a tea drinker, was the mild rumble. A sort of...
So, David, are you a tea drinker? Is he right?
I am a tea drinker, but
No way! How did I do it? Can you confirm to the audience that we've never met?
I think Lee probably got it by listening to the rumbles of my stomach. Or he might have got it from my saying I'm a tea drinker several moments before. It's one or the other. So,
Could have been that.
yeah.
You never know with this kind of weird thing.
What about you, Who? I'm not saying you, Who. What about you, Hugh?
It's a very complex picture with me.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's tea and coffee.
Yeah, but
it depends on the time of day.
It's mainly tea with you. Don't lie to me, Hugh.
Have you had a coffee? Have you had tea this evening, though, Hugh? Or have you had coffee? What have you had? Be honest.
I know
I've
it's
had
had
a tea.
Well, there you are, you see.
Okay, what about
he knows
Sarah?
what he's doing.
Brilliant. Even the audience are clapping now. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Now, with me, you said it was neither one nor the other.
No, I said you're not really a big tea or
tea or
coffee
coffee
drinker, but occasionally you'll have a tea.
I drink a lot of tea.
No, you don't.
But to be fair, I've got a lot of underwear on as well, so that might have.
It doesn't work with underwear. I didn't say that. It doesn't work with the underwear.
You should have said I would have taken it off.
didn't.
Look.
Yeah, that was like.
What about the noise of the coffee, then?
The coffee rumble is a lot more like a... that's the only way to describe it. I mean, I can't make the noise of a...
Can I suggest that would be a better party trick?
Don't call my skill a trick, Sarah. It's... I find it a curse. I've had to live with it all my life.
So what do you think, David?
What do you think here?
I'm trained to spot liars a mile off. That's my job. And it's something I can do with a kind of unerring sort of sense of certainty.
Why are we losing then?
It's not working tonight.
Right.
On this one, I just think it's unlikely, isn't it?
And however much fun it was to thwack one of my boobs on his head, I still think it's a lie.
That was just one.
So what are you going to say, then, David?
I think we're going to say it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Lee, was that the truth, or were you lying?
It is, in fact, true. No, it's not. It's a lie. I can tell if someone is left or right-handed just by looking at their ears.
David's team.
Just by looking at their...
Sorry, I didn't... What people don't realise is that the most common twitch is this. You don't realise you're doing it, but over the course of a lifetime, that will just slightly...
Are you saying then that if I'm right-handed, I will tug on my ear as a little sort of nervous tick so much that either...
Not
what
so
will happen?
much.
My ear will move down the head? Or is it just...
To a layman...
Or is it just the lobe will elongate?
Rod, to a layman, no, you wouldn't spot it. But for a professional, you'd know it.
I'm studying your ears.
Wow.
And on
Please
your
do.
theory,
Yeah.
you're left-handed because your left ear is definitely
No, 'cause I
longer
was
than
doing
your
that.
right.
I
Isn't
was
his
doing
left ear longer than his right? So what are you, left or right-handed?
Left.
It's funny you should say that, because I think your right lobe is larger than your left.
I'm ambidextrous.
What am I, then?
You're Carol Vorderman.
Am I left or am I right?
Well, you're an interesting one. You're right-handed.
I am, yeah.
Because you're showing your ear so much, because you're so used to tugging it, you've got it ready now to tug.
What about David, Lee?
Which am I?
Well, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm finding this quite a stressful moment.
I can't do it whilst you're holding these. I have to have a look. You keep your head
I've
still.
got tiny ears.
You have.
But I only grew arms when I was 9. Maybe that's
Yeah, classic right hand.
Yes, I'm right-handed.
Gosh, he's good, isn't he?
So you're looking at my ears.
You're a textbook right-hander. Textbook.
Really?
Yeah, textbook.
I'm not, though.
You are?
I'm not, I'm left-handed.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about when you're using a textbook.
My ears are so flat to my head, you can't tell, can you? My ears...
You've got any ears. I genuinely can't see your ears. Look into the camera. You've got no ears. That's bizarre.
So what do you think, David?
Well, personally, I think it's true, but I'll just check with my team.
Lie.
You think it's a lie?
Right.
You think it's a lie? Well, as I say, I think it's true.
You think it's true?
No, of course I don't! I don't think it's true, and neither do my team, so we'll say lie.
It's a lie. OK. Lee, truth or lie?
Of course it's a lie.